Mike, you were talking about some of the challenges you have when you meet CMOs and the perceptions they have of what mobile marketing is and where you take them with that. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so mobile is a huge opportunity, right? And as CMOs and senior marketing leaders, you really have to embrace mobile. You don't really have any alternative. Because if you don't, you're going to be leaving billions of dollars on the table, right? Everybody's got mobile. But what you have to really think about is how different mobile is. So let me give you an example. Mobile is becoming the primary way people interact with technology, right? It's the way people interact with their family, with their friends. And as a marketer, it's going to be the primary way they interact with you as a brand. And so you have to really step back and think about that, because it's not just about adding mobile support to your marketing. Mobile's primary. It's the primary way people interact. So if you're going to understand that and embrace that, right, you have to recognize that when people have a smartphone, 91% of them keep it with them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. 91% within arm's reach. So you have a chance to have your brand, your reputation, everything that you want as a marketer on that phone 24/7 within a foot of the person all the time. So that's a great opportunity. The question is, how do you take advantage of it? And where it really starts is doing two key things. Number one, as a CMO, you have to set a strategy across your business with your CIO to embrace mobile as a business strategy. It's not just a marketing problem. It's not just an IT problem. It's a business strategy for how you've got to grow top-line revenue and acquire customers. Once you do that, the second thing you need to do is you actually need to step back and rethink your entire customer interactions. Because if you think about your brand experience now being on a mobile phone, that's a totally different model than brick and mortar if you're a retailer. It's totally different than over the web. And you really have to reimagine those customer experiences, which is the job of great CMOs, to think through that. Let me give you an example. Visa and the Gap are two customers we're working with. Visa wanted to think about how to reignite their customer relationships with their retailers like the Gap. The Gap saw mobile as a catalyst as a way that they could reinvent their customer relationships. So what are we doing with them? The Gap is now pushing instant coupons to Visa customers who swipe their card in certain areas. So let's say you're in the mall, you buy a cup of coffee down the street at Starbucks, you swipe your card or through GPS data, Visa knows where you are. They can then push you an instant coupon that says, hey, there's a Gap down the street, why don't you swing by, 20% off anything in the store. What's the outcome? Gap was able to drive over a 30% increase in sales and huge loyalty. So it's a good example of how us, visionary CMOs really embraced mobile to think about reinventing their customer relationships and using it to drive top-line revenue.